guess we did too much stuff today, and like everybody just left. It's okay. All right, we're just gonna keep going. All right. So if you remember, we had the year of the Bufficorn last year. Well, this year we're doing the year of the Pega Bufficorn. So if you haven't seen it yet, there's a whole bunch of swag over there with pink and purple and Bufficorns and things on it. And you just saw the B is for Bufficorn book. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story. So if you recall, the Bufficorn is the mixture between the unicorn, which sort of represents this like billion-dollar valuation tech company, and a buffalo, which is community and collaborative in nature. So hundreds and hundreds of years ago, the two clans got together and made the Bufficorn, and they live on the peaks of the 14ers in the Colorado Rocky Mountains. And then a little bit later, the mountain hummingbird ran into a Bufficorn, and its magic dust went on top of it and created wings, and now it's able to fly and handle high altitudes and thin airspace. So taking flight is just the first part. Wind, moon. So the Bufficorn is now going to the moon. So at any rate, all this silliness is really just a way for us to sort of express some of what we're about here culturally. So, community. Community is the most important part of ETHDenver. We absolutely focus on community first. We don't put up any barriers. We don't put up any economic requirements. We don't put up any technical requirements. We don't put up literally anything when it comes to your ability to participate. Collaboration. This isn't for competition. Even though it's a software building competition or a hackathon, it's not really about competition. It's about expressing your maximum creativity and then letting the community or the market decide what brings the most value. This is the most democratic way to capitalism that I can think of. So we just create a blank slate, a big tent and a big canvas for you to come and just put your creativity on it, and 36 hours build whatever it is that your heart desires. Now, in the judging process, if your project is bringing a lot of value, you're going to get a lot more kudos, okay? And we're going to talk, actually, my friend Austin, when he comes up and talks about the Buffy DAO, and our friends Paulina and David and Elon and my awesome friends that we've been in trenches together for the past, 4 months. The community is going to vote on the winning projects this year. So this has never been done. So we're really taking collaboration to the next level. And then the most important part, and there's really two parts to it, is learning and humility. Now, in my opinion, you can't really learn unless you already have humility, because there isn't really such, if you already think you know everything, or if I got it all figured out, there isn't a window of opportunity to learn something new. So be open to learning something new, and make sure you contribute what you know to somebody else. This is how value gets created. Now, in collaboration, this event would not exist without these people right here. Okay? Now, I am going to do something that I never do. Well, I don't know. In the spirit of humility, we made a giant mess up. And if you notice, one of our most important sponsors is not on the banner. So Peppo is our official social channel for ETHDenver 2020. So we've got the team here. I've seen, there you are. And I just wanted to publicly apologize for not making your logo on the banner. So my call to action is download the app, participate, We have a ton of cool games and fun things happening in Peppo. And quite frankly, it sort of gamifies and makes the social media experience a little bit less lame. It's a really interesting thing. So you haven't seen it, download it and check it out. Now, this is where I get into my shameless shill, okay? So it takes a lot of resources to put this on, a ton. And we do everything that we can to keep ETHDenver free. It is unbelievably difficult putting almost 3,000 people in an old car showroom in the middle of Denver. Is unbelievably expensive to do this. We build all of the infrastructure for this building. So to keep ETHDenver free, this year we've got a whole truckload of really silly swag that you can go buy. Some of it's rare, some of it's not so rare, most of it's really awesome and comfortable. We have pajama pants this year. Has anybody else done pajama pants for a crypto conference? Nobody. I've never seen it, so we wanted to do something that nobody ever has done. There's a ton of different ways that you can contribute. Just head over to the swag store, talk to the folks over there. If you're interested in making a contribution, we really appreciate it. Don't feel obligated to do it. No one's going to hold you, to anything. If you can, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. But you'll get some cool stuff in exchange. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to my friend Kent. We're going to kick off the main portion of our content for the evening, which is really presentations by our Cypher sponsors to kind of give some insights into kind of what they're up to and their bounties and things like that. And then right at 8 o'clock, the bell goes off, the gong's going to be rung, and we're going to be starting the ETHDenver 2020 BUIDLathon. So, Ken.
Thank you, John. Before we look at these details, a quick show of hands. Who is here for the very first time at ETHDenver? Wow. Thank you for coming. That's awesome. Who came last year and this year here? 2 years? And who's done the trifecta of all 3 times? Nice. Cool. It's a good mix. A lot of newcomers, which is a good sign for this space. Okay, so just kind of like general stuff you need to know. Lanyards and wristbands. We hate to throw those wristbands on you that you have to wear all weekend, but that's basically so you can get drinks if you want. Food trucks in Bufficorn. Of course, this is they're all out there. They're all delicious. This is built on the burner wallet stuff that we'll hear more about very shortly. It's a super easy UX, and there's actually really cool parallax features in the app. It looks really nice. It's a nice iteration. As you may be already aware, we have 3 stages. This is the main rainbow stage, as shown by the big-ass rainbow. We have the moon stage over here, and then finally we have the mountain stage up there. If you don't know where to go, just follow the path of the stage. We have many bounties from our sponsors. Dig into that. There's a lot of really cool stuff and some good prizes as well for hacking away on those bounties. We have Coat Check, first floor by the swag store. The childcare is in the Zen Zone over there. Of course, we have the official messaging app with Peppo. Anybody wearing these moon shirts is a steward. If you need anything, you can talk to us. And finally, volunteers are in the red shirts. And thank you, volunteers, for helping. Like these people are volunteering their time and effort. You guys are awesome. Like they're just doing this because they want to help out the community, which is selfless and awesome. So thank you, volunteers. Okay. Wi-Fi, you guys are probably already on the Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi sponsor this year is Orchid. Thank you, Orchid. They do VPN with CryptoSpin. They're awesome. We're honored to have them as our Wi-Fi sponsor. Take a shot of that if you don't have the passwords yet. As John mentioned, Peppo, thank you very much. I just want to give another shout out. These guys kind of, from my perspective, came out of nowhere, and they're just killing it with a new novel use of this tech that is truly using the blockchain. It's like, It almost feels like an ICO that actually delivered. Not that these guys are an ICO, but it's cool to see some of these visions realized, and Peppo is certainly in that category. And finally, the schedule. Tonight, after our rundown of sponsors and some keynotes, the BUIDLing starts, open mic team formation as well. Tomorrow we have a whole host of speakers, panels, and workshops. And then on Sunday, it's a good amount of judging. Some people will be working off their blockchain hangovers and get ready just in time for some project exhibition. And then finally, we have finalist presentations and awards, closing ceremonies, and then the after party right here at the venue. So that's it for us. Yeah.
So just real quick, actually plug that back in. So one adjustment we need to make, if we can come back up, is actually after opening ceremonies, this open team mic formation, we've actually got the meta bounties. So bounty sponsors that are actually providing bounties are going to be doing rapid fire presentations here on main stage. And then up in the mountain stage is like a whole just nerd session on ZK everything. So Barry Whitehat and crew is going to be up there. So if you want to check out the bounties, be down here. If you want to go up there and nerd out with ZK everything, then go up there. And then there's one other last thing that I wanted to do. So there's a guy that runs around here like a crazy person. And literally almost nobody knows who he is because he's too damn busy all the time. You know what I'm talking about?
That would be the Bufficorn, clearly?
No, actually the other guy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That would be you, John.
Not me. So there's a guy that actually is really more comfortable behind the scenes most of the time.
Ah, that guy, yes.
And doesn't like a lot of recognition. I think he might actually be a cyborg from the future. So it's one of those situations that you're like, how do you get all this stuff done? So if you're appreciative of the event, this guy is somebody that you should stop at some point and just say, dude, thanks. And he'll go, you're welcome. It'll be cool. Now, his name is Justin Moskowitz. So I was talking to Justin in the office the other day, and I was sort of like, we were just talking about a few things, and the subject came up that he doesn't actually own a suit. Now, in the blockchain space, there is zero reason to own a suit, except if you want to go blockchain formal, which is just add the sport code, right? Now, you'll notice tonight we have Pega Bufficorn pocket squares in addition. So we decided that we were going to change this a little bit and make sort of properize Justin. So, Justin, we got you. We were talking about this. So, and we go right. So this is, of course, Italian, and it's my favorite design. So here you go. Oh, weird, it fits, I know. And, of course, so, big round of applause for Justin Moskowitz. Please stop this guy and tell him thank you, because literally none of this would happen without him. Thanks, man. Okay, so Kent, the mic's yours. Your MC for the evening is Kent Barton. He's going to introduce you to all the different speakers and projects. So thank you and have a good evening. I'll be back doing a little bit of talking later.
I should also add that Justin has the ability to function on a inhuman small amount of sleep. He really is a cyborg. It's a sight to behold.